everyone, it's Shiloh here with a video for Pajama Crafter Stamps. Today we are going to be making 2 cards. We're going to make it and then we're going to fake it. So we'll get into that in a little bit, but these are the 2 cards that we will be making. So yeah, sit back with your cup of preference and enjoy as we get into the making of this card. So just showing you here the cards from all the different angles so you can see all that pretty shimmer and shine. And here is the second card that we're going to make, and that one has a wobbler on it because yeah, that UFO definitely needed one. And this is the set of stamps that we're using. I Come in Peace. We're also going to be using the Mix and Match Celebration sentiments for the inside of the card. We will be featuring the Celestial Dreams paper as well. So we're going to get into coloring first and get that done and out of the way. So as usual, if you're not interested in watching coloring, you can just go ahead and skip forward on the chapter. I know that you can also play around with your speed while you watch the video. So just turn the sound off and you can watch it even faster. So that's also an option if you like to watch it, but you want to watch it quicker. Or just sit back and enjoy. And hopefully I can teach you something that you haven't seen before. I don't know. I just do pretty basic Copic coloring, so I don't know, unless you're just learning or new at it, you probably won't be surprised by anything that I'm doing. But I did try to go with some bold and fun colors with these little aliens, I guess, in their little donut UFOs. I just thought that they kind of called for some fun colors. It just made sense to me that, you know, I don't know, they're not super realistic, so why not go fun and bright? So yeah, I pulled out some paint here to do some icing on this donut, and I will list all my colors below. As you can see, I do have the lid there, but it's hard to see depending on what you're watching on, right? So I will definitely list all the colors below for you. And I'm just trying to color each thing as I have my colors out. So like do all the pink and then do all the yellow or whatever I end up doing next. So that is the benefit, I guess, of doing a card based off of one you've already made. So the first time around, I probably wasn't quite so efficient, but so there's not a ton of coloring in this video, but there is, you know, a little bit here at the beginning. We'll get it all done and out of the way. Yeah, so what color would you guys go for with these cuties? They're pretty dang cute. I wanted to do like a little vanilla type donut or just a regular donut. So I just went in with my E50s here. I think I got E53 and E51 there. And yeah, just giving them a little blend out, make that look like a vanilla donut or just a basic cake donut. And then the next donut is going to be chocolate. And I think I did skip some of the shading with some of the smaller parts on these guys. So here I am just going with 2 colors instead of 3. I usually do 3, sometimes more, but sometimes it's nice to just shade in with 2 colors. So you can like achieve that darker shade too by going over it a second time with like so I have 2 colors, but if I go in with my lighter color here now and then go back over the darker color again, it almost like brings in another level of darkness, if that makes sense. So you can, oh, well, and actually, I guess I just brought in the darker color. Also an option. So I've done this video in parts this time because we were waiting for some product to arrive and I'm in Canada, so it took a while. So I did what I could as soon as I could and then I finished it off later. So it's been a little while since I colored these. So so I'm going to be remembering as I watch and do my voiceover. Anyways, This is also a really great opportunity to remind everybody to please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure that you give the video a thumbs up, that you're hitting the notification bell on the Pajama Crafter stamp page or my page, if depending on where you're watching this. That really helps everybody out. It helps the algorithms so that you aren't missing out on future videos, and it keeps our channel going. So we love and appreciate when you do that. And yeah, just a little reminder. So thank you for that. And now that we're done that little commercial break, I always feel like I'm doing a commercial when I talk about that, but we are going to keep going here with our coloring. So this one I did green icing. This is quite a bright green. Shout out to Sandy Powers, one of our design team members. This limey green color is her favorite. So, well, that and blue green. So she'll be excited to see some lime green coloring. And then I'm just taking that same color. These two little aliens will be on different cards. So, and even if they weren't, it wouldn't matter. But I'm just repeating that green now for my one little alien. So just trying to, like I say, color everything that I have chosen for the same colors. So like all the greens I'm going to do now. Yeah. And if you are good at doing that as you color originally, then it is definitely a more efficient way to color while you got your markers out. But I tend to do one thing at a time, and you will see me come back in, I think, with some of these colors and color in some of those sprinkles and whatnot. So as much as I tried to be efficient, I wasn't totally efficient. But hey, that's okay. You've probably heard me say this before, I really enjoy coloring. So, I just kind of sit back and chill and do my thing, and I really enjoy the process. So it doesn't feel like, oh man, this is taking forever. Like I never feel like it's taking a long time, or I shouldn't say never say never, right? But most of the time I'm just enjoying myself and relaxing and yeah. So I'm not a super fast color, probably because of that. I like to just take my time and putz around and do the things. What about you guys? Are you like fast colors? Do you take your time? Do you enjoy the coloring process? Would you rather not have to color? Do you prefer using alcohol markers or pencils, or do you have a different medium that you prefer? I think there's so many different ways you can now, color in little characters. Watercolor pens, I guess, is another one as well that I have not gotten into, but I know a lot of people really enjoy doing that. So yeah, I'm just curious. You can definitely leave a comment if you are interested to let me know what you like to do. And here I am going in with these bigger sprinkles, and I'm just gonna bring in some purple since I got my markers out. And doing a little touch up here. Apparently I colored her eye a bit green. I'm not sure. That happens though. As slow as I go, I still manage to get outside the lines or inside the lines, depending on where I'm coloring. So it's all good. And that's why we have that wonderful Zero blender, so we can blend stuff out and nobody has to know. So I guess there's two trains of thought. I know some of the girls that have colored these little UFOs have colored the inside like as if it was like the inside of the donut. I chose to color it like it was the inside part of the mechanical element of the UFO. And so I just did like a gray to kind of achieve like a metallic-y type. Like it's not really metallic, but like I'm thinking, oh, it would be all metal inside. And so that's kind of what my thought was. So I went with my cool grays and colored anything that looked like it was sort of the inside of the UFO. And yeah, but I mean, this is the beautiful part about coloring or doing our own cards. It's like there is no right or wrong. So I guess it's just however you interpret these little little dudes. I didn't take them literally as donuts. I took them as UFOs with the donut paint job, basically. So that's kind of what I was thinking. But I mean, if you want to think of them as actual donuts, then yeah, I guess they would be colored whatever color donut you chose. So yeah, do whatever you like. And these are so fun to watch them come to life, I think. Yeah, I love the little donuts, and the characters are very cute. So we are going to color up this little planet. I kind of looked up before I colored the first card like this, like the colors of Saturn was what I was kind of going for, because Saturn is the only one that has a ring around it, as far as I know. Someone's going to correct me if I'm wrong on that. And yeah, it looked like there was kind of like purplies and pink vibes kind of going on there. So that's sort of what I went for, even though this has stripes on it. So I just sort of brought the stripe colors in and a couple different tones of purples. And then I will come back in with kind of a pinky shade or a pinky purple shade. Yeah, so, and then yeah, going in and doing some more. You'll see me kind of go back and forth a little bit here. Sorry, just because like I say, while I've got my colors out, I want to use them on all the things if I can. So and here we are. There's that blue purple color. And then we went in with one more tone of, I think it's more pink though, the next tone that I do. Yep, here we go. Like I say, it's been a while since I actually colored these, and I'm just going off of like what they look like now. I did write everything down though, and so I will be able to, type all that out for you and make sure that you have the actual colors if you are interested. And we just went around with a really light gray, and later you will see me fill this in actually with some silver. So like I just used a silver gel pen, because it just, that gray faded out or dried back, I should say, so much that it almost just looked like a white ring. And I don't know, I just thought the metallic would be kind of fun for something different. It's always fun to like look at cards and see all the different textures and elements and whatnot. So yeah, we're going to work on our little fire out of our little rockety donut UFO. So I just kind of went pretty traditional here, oranges, yellow, and a little bit of red, and just kind of blended those out. And you don't have to be too precise with that, because I do end up going over this with Stickles. So it's all sparkly as well. So that hides any like imperfections, I guess, which is nice. So there, FYI, Stickles hide imperfections. It's one of my secrets. Now you know, if there's Stickles, there may or may not be something underneath that shouldn't be seen. No, I just find that it fades out whatever's under there. So like if you have something that's not precise and then you put Stickles over it, you're not going to notice. So it's a win. I'm just getting some of these sprinkles all colored in, and we're going to finish up our Milky Way sign here. I didn't even bother with any shading on this one, because I'm going to put Stickles over top of it as well. And I just thought, it's not going to be that noticeable. So I just went with one solid color there. And we got a few stars to color, which are all going to be yellow. Surprise, surprise. Nice and easy to color. And they're so cute, these little stars with their little faces. Oh my gosh. Oop. You can see there that my pen was a little juicy, but thankfully it was just a blop of yellow on a yellow star, so it's fine. Thankfully. I hate that when that happens and you don't catch it in time. Oh, it's the worst. I have fixed some pretty big blobs, surprisingly, but sometimes they're not fixable, so we'll be grateful when they are. Just bringing in some blues and or blue greens, I guess I should say. I don't remember. I guess I could look at my sheet. Yeah. Anyway, we just continuing on with the finishing up all the insides of these, or all the sprinkles, I should say, and then like all the little details, I guess. We're almost there. You can see that this is getting pretty close to being done. And yeah, that'll be it for the coloring. And then we get to assemble. So that's always the fun part. Okay, so I brought in some orange, just brought in a bunch of different colors that I thought would be fun, really. Like there was no rhyme or reason to my color scheme. Often I will pick my colors according to like what paper I'm using. These ones I kind of did the other way around, which is unusual for me, but I just thought I'm just going to go with some bright, fun colors that I thought looked cute together. And because the majority of the background is a galaxy type idea, that's pretty neutral. You can go with pretty much anything you want. And then I brought in some accent colors, which you'll see here once we get going with like that pink and that green. So yeah, so it works out. So you can do it either way. And just coloring some little cheekies on these little stars. All the details, right? You could probably skip some of this stuff and no one would ever even notice. But I don't know. I like doing all the little details. Like I say, I enjoy the coloring process, so it doesn't feel like a big deal to me. So I did want to show this because I'm putting these on a dark sky background. I didn't want to have white edges, so I just went around all the edges and filled that in with a black marker. So this is not my idea. I saw somebody else do it. You can see those ones are all done there. And yeah, it works really great. So you don't have that standout white edge when you have something on a dark background. So obviously, yeah, it's not necessary, but it just adds another little part to it that makes it great. Okay, we're going to set all our pieces aside now because we are ready to move on. Oh, sorry. We got to add the sparkle and shine first. So we're going to do some stickles. And like I say, we're going to do it over top of that fire. So, and then also over top of the Milky Way sign. So we do that. Oh, and I did them kind of everywhere. All over. So we did them on our little planet and onto some of our sprinkles. And you can see I accidentally got too much on that planet. So I'm just scraping some of them off and recycling them and using them over on my sprinkles. So yep, the things we do, but it was just a big blob and I was like trying to spread it out a bit. Spread the love. And this one is just a slightly different color of stickle. It has a bit more of a gold tone, but it's still very neutral. This one's unicorn and it just picks up. Just like the first one I used was Stardust, and it has a bit more silvery to it. But they both pick up pretty much whatever color is underneath them. They're great just to have like to use on everything. So, I mean, did I need to switch colors? Probably not, but... And then glossy accents. So because they're little bubbles or glass windows, I don't know what you want to call them, because they were glass, I wanted to do glossy accents over them so that when you're looking at them in real life, they have like that real cool shine like a piece of glass would. So I don't know how well the camera will catch all that, especially because when you put on a big amount of this like we are right now, like you get that real kind of like there's a bit of a not color, but like it's muddy almost, or like it's not clear yet. I don't know what the right word is, but anyway, so until it dries, you don't get that clear shine. It just kind of looks a little bit foggy, I guess. And so yeah, once they're dry though, and in real life they look super cool. So that was kind of a fun spot to put that. Okay, so we are going to work on our background now. I am actually trying out some of the awesome sauce from Pajama Crafter Stamp, and jump in with things, you guys. I did not read how I was supposed to do this. So I know some of the design team, and I will try to remember to link down below. I know that Danny Bindle did a video on this, and I watched it, but it was a while ago. Anyway, the idea is that you use the Awesome Sauce with your inks, and it makes it blend a lot smoother. And I will attest that it did blend a lot smoother. I just don't know if I used it the way you're supposed to. I know you're not supposed to put it directly on your ink pad. So yeah, I was playing around with it, and like I say, I'm not sure if this is exactly how you're supposed to use it, but I will link below if I remember Danny's video, because she does go through how to use it and the differences that it makes. So you can see how blotchy that one spot was, and then when I added the Awesome Sauce, it will spread out a lot better. Of course, whenever you're using distress inks and blending like this, you get a lot of dry back, first of all. So it usually looks like a hot mess before it looks good. And yeah, so, and I just showed you all the different colors that I used. So I went from yellow to a couple purples to chip sapphire, and then I'm going in with my black at the very end. And the reason I got that yellow in the middle like that, or kind of near the one end, is because I will want to glow from the fire that, and you will see when we assemble this card. But I was thinking about where I was going to put my UFO with the little fire coming out of the back. And I wanted that to kind of have a little bit of a glow coming off of it. So that's what that yellow will be doing, is it's going to be kind of looking like a little bit of a glowy part of the sky, like behind the fire. So this is the make it part, by the way. So I just went in with a bit of orange as well over top of that like yellow area. So this is the make it part of this video. I guess I should explain that as well. So we are making our background. So I am showing you how you can make an easy galaxy background, a little bit of blending. Now I'm spritzing it with some water. We're going to just pick the color up. It's going to leave little splotches there. We're going to do some splattering next. So I splattered with a couple different things. I've got my white paint, which funny enough has a lot of green in it. But I just use a little fan brush and I splatter. You can see some of the bigger, so when I first splattered, some of them were bigger. So if you don't want those, you just want to kind of tap it off away from your paper first. And then when you go back in, it'll be the smaller splatters. And then I'm going to go in with this metallic silvery color. And this is just a watercolor cheap paint that I actually got from the dollar store, believe it or not. And it works amazing for that. It gives a nice shimmer. So I just chose to go with a couple different things. You could just do white, you could just do silver. It's really up to you, but I just wanted it to look like there was a ton of stars. So that's how I did that background. And of course, we let that dry before we are assembling. And this is going to be us putting this card together now. So yeah, so that's how you make a galaxy background. Very simple to put together. But the fake it part is even easier. So we'll get to that next. So we're just going to put this card together and then we will show you the fake it card next. Okay, so this is where I brought in that bright pink. Like I said, I kind of chose my colors just knowing that I was going to use like a galaxy type look, and then I added in a bit of pop color after. So I'm just kind of looking at, like, I know I want a bit of that pink to show, but I also want, I'm going to matte my galaxy piece as well. So I'm just cutting my piece out that will matte my galaxy. So now I'm going to cut the galaxy piece down a little bit. And I'm just thinking about where I want that glow again before I cut it. Because I didn't want to, cut it just evenly and then have the glow in the wrong spot. So just something to keep in mind if you do a glow or something like that, or if you have a moon, if you make a moon or anything like that, you just want to kind of consider like where the placement of that needs to be on your card. And then because I trimmed those edges, I didn't want any like white to show, so I just went around with the black and like finished up those edges. And then we are going to go in with silver thread this time and stitch that with my machine around the edge. And I don't know, there's something about galaxy and UFOs. It just makes me think about like metal and metallics. And so that was why, I'm just showing you that little guy just popped down and he matched my cute little stamped hearts. So that's just one of those little dust charms that you can put in your phone. And yeah, he jumped out and it was just cute that I noticed that they matched and I hadn't noticed that before. So there you go. Yeah, so we're just going to mat our galaxy piece and I'm just going to pop on a photo corner. And for once I remembered to put it on before having to peel everything up and put it on. But I did just attach that with a bit of adhesive because I'm going to pop this whole panel up. And yeah, I don't know if it's necessary, but it was just extra secure that way. And you can see that that's about where I want to put my little UFO. So that glow works out perfectly. Yay, me. We're going to make a thread nest and we're actually going to do a 2-part thread nest. So that's a little bit different than we've done before. I want this like orangey color to just kind of emanate the flame, I guess, but also some sparkly. So the other one, this one's orangey and the other one is like an iridescent-y. And there's certain threads that do not like to stay loopy. You can see here, I'm fighting. It wants to like stick to itself. But if you play around with it enough, you can usually get it to work. So, but yeah, some threads, I think it's what they're made out of. And I just don't pay enough attention. I just buy cheap threads from secondhand shops, garage sales, Walmart, because I use so much of it and it's just for this kind of thing. So it just doesn't need to be a high quality thread for me. But that can be the downside, is sometimes they don't want to loop perfectly. And anything metallic thread-wise really doesn't like to loop. So you just have to play with it a bit. And when I stuck this down, I just wanted to stick that thread nest out more outside of the back of it because it was sort of to go with the fire. That was my thinking, as I wanted that to look more like fire as opposed to just a decoration. So it was sort of to be part of that flame. And that is just cooling. So while it's cooling, I just got some pop dots here and popping up some of my other elements because I know I'm going to want some foam tape behind those. And it's all nice and cool now. So you can kind of finick with it a little bit more if you need to. So I'm kind of tucking in a little bit more and going, yeah, I think I want that a little bit not so much hanging out the bottom or whatever. And you can just go back in as you saw and tuck that in again. So while it's cooling, I'm just getting myself organized for the next step. So I'm going to use some of these beautiful confetti from Pajama Crafter Stamps. This is the Opalescence. It's one of my favorite ones. And I'm just going to use one little pink clay heart. So, okay, so of course we're going to use foam tape to put this on. And you can see I'm showing you, make sure the placement is just right. I don't know why I do that when I'm making the video because I do usually do the voiceovers, but yeah, and then we're going to add our little sentiment here and our stars. So once the coloring and the background is done, this actually is a fairly simple card if you look at it. Like there's, you know, and even each element on its own is not difficult to do. It's just, you know, a little bit of time. So as long as you're having fun, it's actually a great, easy way to get such a cool look, I think. I enjoy doing backgrounds. So yeah, this is my Pajama Crafter Stamp wand. It's got the wax tip and I love it. It works wonderful. And those confetti have an up and a down, and so some of them I have to flip over, so that's what we're doing there, just if you're wondering. But yeah. We're just going to kind of put these around the card, add in some shine. I don't know, it's just another element, another like texture. So, I don't know. You, again, wouldn't have to do this. It's just, why wouldn't you if you have these beautiful confettis? Okay, so that's card number 1. So that was the Make It card. Now we are going to work on our second card. And this is the most beautiful paper pack, you guys. So this is your peek of all the different pieces, because I flipped them around. So you got the front and the back side there. And they're just gorgeous. I'm in love with them. So that is the Celestial Dreams paper pack, just in case you are wondering. And I will have everything linked below again as well, as usual. And I'm just going to cut out my pieces here for my card. And so this is the Fake It part. Look at this paper. It is gorgeous. And it's galaxy. So I don't have to make a galaxy background because this is done for me. So everybody has to leave a comment below. Are you a Make It person or are you a Fake It person? Or both? I think now that I have this paper, I'm going to be a Fake It person. But I really don't mind making. I actually enjoy making backgrounds as well. But hey, when you have paper this beautiful, it's exciting to use it. So yeah, so we just stitched around the edge of that one as well with some silver. Again, repeating that silver color. And I was going to stick this down and realize, oh wait, I wanted to add just a little bit of sparkle splatter. So even though this is absolutely stunning the way it is, it doesn't have any actual sparkle in it. So I just thought, okay, I'll quickly add just a bit of sparkle. And this is beautiful. You can see the sparkle actually really well on camera. And it just adds just that extra little bit of goodness. So, I mean, again, optional, but I don't know. I like to add all the things. And this is also optional because you barely see this, but I did take that black piece and I embossed it here with some stars. But by the time I put this down with all the layers, you barely see those stars at all. But yeah, I don't know. I probably didn't need to do that, but I did. So it's all good. And we're just going to let that those sparkle splatters dry. And so while it's drying, we're going to move on to some of our other elements. And this little planet, I wanted to put some iridescent thread behind it as well, just to add interest. No real rhyme or reason. Maybe it can be like its little glow. I don't know. I like doing the little thread nest. If it's not your thing, that's okay. You don't have to do this step. I enjoy the added texture and interest that it brings to a card. So, and yeah, there's really no rhyme or reason for it other than I just like it and the interest that it gives to a card. So if it's not your thing, that is a-okay. Have many of you tried this? So that, that kind of goes with that. Like maybe it's not your thing, but hey, if it is, have you given it a try? It's super easy. Okay, so we are going to put our UFO on a wobbler this time, and I'm just adding some hot glue because I'm being a weirdo and want to make sure it sticks really well. You don't have to do that. Again, I would hate if someone got it in the mail and it fell off or something. I mean, it shouldn't do that, but I'm just being paranoid. So hot glue it is. And of course we got to add a photo corner. I don't know if I make a card very often without a photo corner or two or more, but yeah. And those will be linked below too. Like I say, everything that I'm using that Pajama Crafter Stamps has, I will link below. So you guys will be able to check it out if you're interested. Yeah, so definitely easy to find all these goodies. And now we get to put all our little elements on this card. So super fun. Added more hot glue. You just want to make sure you don't stick them down all the way. That would be bad. But yeah, and we're gonna pop up our planet as well. And then I think the other two pieces we glue down flat. So I know I pop up a lot of stuff, but I don't necessarily pop up everything. Just making sure that thread nest is just right. And this is where I decided that that ring looked super white. And I don't know if you remember me saying I brought in some metallics. So this is just a silver gel pen that I'm just going over. And I just colored the whole thing in. I didn't really worry about any shading or anything like that. I just went in and colored it all silver. I just liked that better than the way it was looking. So, okay, we're going to add our Milky Way sign. And then we have our little sentiment. I just fussy cut these out. You could stamp and emboss if you wanted to instead. I mean, there's definitely lots of ways that you could get those sentiments on there, but that was easy for me. And we're gonna add all these. This is the same opalescence confetti, and it's just perfect because it kind of picks up the color behind, but then when you move the card, it's like kind of an iridescent-y color. So it's subtle, but it's beautiful. I don't know. I love it. And we're going to add some colorful clay hearts. I think I do 3. You know, you got to do the uneven numbers. And so I just took some fun colored ones since we're using fun colors and added those in to finish off my card. And a little bonus, I chose to do an inside sentiment. Nothing too fancy, but hey, I don't do this too often with my cards, but I wanted to make this a birthday card. So we are taking that Mix and Match Celebration Sentiment stamp set, and this is what it's for. It's so wonderful. I mean, you could use it for inside or outside sentiments, but it's just so handy to add a sentiment. And this was great. These lined up really nicely, so I could stamp both of them at the same time. So that's quick and easy as well. And I always do my signature little 3 hearts there on the inside as well. So I did that. And that will finish off our card number 2. So that's just showing you on the left there. That is the Fake It card. The one on the right was the Make It card. And then, of course, we made the pink card. So I don't know, you guys. What are you going to do? Make it or fake it? Here's just some pictures of our finished cards, and I just thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you will come back and watch next time, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Talk to you soon.